Hey, all you quarantine Catholics. I wanted to show you my two different medical kits that I've purchased and kind of go through these kits. Now, here's a caveat. I in no form or fashion have medical training. Quite frankly, I'm the least mechanically inclined person in the great state of Texas. So it's a challenge for me just to open these things. And I have no medical background. I'm a rhetoric professor. So this is not a professional opinion as someone who knows anything about medicine, but I do think my perspective is valuable because many other people are like me and they want to be prepared for a natural disaster or otherwise. And I believe these two kits are a great start. And I'd like to show you some other items that I've purchased as well. So I'm looking forward to y'all's help in the comments. I think the best way to learn is to admit when you don't know anything or to share your knowledge if you're an expert in the field. So let's get cracking. Okay, first off, let's do a wrist check. This is a Bernhardt watch, and I've got a really super groovy NATO strap on here. I probably bought this from Blue Shark Straps because people call me the Shark Lady. So anyway, back to business. I wanted to first show you the North American Rescue. And this is the public access. I'll put the link in the description, and it's the basic level. It's not the intermediate or the advanced level. And as you can see on the back, there's the hook and loop, commonly called Velcro. And now let's take a look at what's inside this kit. You get a GoPro, people. Okay, so let's go ahead and open this bad boy up. This is why I need a GoPro. I'm on like a little iPhone, and I used to be a video blogger on a different channel, but we're just gonna wing it. So you get the instructions that come with it. Now, once again, this is the primary level or the first level, and as you can see in the description, this card goes with the intermediate and advanced kit. So I do not have this, but I have ordered these, and that will be in another segment where I show you the additional items that I've purchased. But nonetheless, they kind of give you a break. This is just a little instruction card that's not relevant to me, apparently. As someone who's not an expert, but was a germphobe pre-COVID and still is, I'm not understanding why these aren't wrapped up, but I love this company. The shipping is lightning fast, and I love the prices, and they are highly regarded, from what I can tell as a novice, in the rescue industry. So I'm casting no judgment, but just my logic dictates why aren't these wrapped up. But anyway, quick access. You get this responder compressed gauze, 2 of them, and a survival blanket. Here you get your cat tourniquet, and then you also get your emergency trauma dressing. It was really hard, and like I told you in the first segment, I'm the least mechanically inclined person in the universe, well, in the great state of Texas at least, and I had a hard time taking it in or out, but that's just me. But what it tells me is it's really in there nice and tight. So this is what is in this kit, and what I'm gonna do is probably combine these two into one kit. But I love the way it's packaged. And from what I can tell, these are some of the basic essentials you'll need. And let's go to the next kit. Get this pen to mark the times for your cat. Back here, look what you get. These shears. Now, I don't know the quality. I don't know if I should upgrade. I don't know if these are one use or if these are long-term, but pretty cool, okay, right, y'all? Now let's take a look at the MyMedic.com situation here. I was noting on the back is that you can rip away this panel, and there's hook and loop here, and you could attach this to something else. Let's take a look. From what I can tell here is that you would undo this strap here, and then you would flip this around, and then you can rip this panel away. And once again, I'm using an iPhone, and I'm holding, see? So you could take this and then you could attach this to something else. Pretty nice. Both of these seem to be very high quality, the stitching, the material, and so forth. And I'm super impressed with the purchase. So what we're gonna do here is take this, and then we can unzip this, and then suddenly it's like Xanadu of first aid. I mean, you've got everything in here, and there are a lot of other additions I'm going to make, and some of these things I'm going to take out because they're not necessarily trauma, and for me, I would not use them. Maybe I would give them to somebody else. Like some of these, like I don't take aspirin. I haven't taken aspirin in over 20 years. So anyway, I'd have to go through here. But let's just kind of take a look from the start. So let's just start here. So we've got a cold pack. And then here, in this section here, is a splint. We've got a compression bandage. And then we've got this tape. And then a triangular bandage as well. So that's kind of cool. Triangular bandage, this tape. I'm not sure. I don't want to take it out, y'all. I'll have to play with it at some points. The description, I'll send you the description, look at it, and the compressed gauze. The other thing I noticed when I opened this up for the first time is we also get some trauma shears. And I don't even know if you call them trauma shears, emergency shears, whatever you would call them. The best first aid kit on the planet, okay? So then this is for like if someone needs electrolytes, is my understanding from reading the description. And then, okay, so that's what we got there. We've got a CPR shield. I think I'm gonna upgrade. I need to get CPR certified first. And then we've got, let's see here, some burn shield, burn treatment, the gel, and a sterile trauma hydro gel. All right. Got a lot of respect for first responders. They're either completely ADD and can hyperfocus like geniuses, or they're not ADD at all, because this is just driving me crazy, all this stuff stuffed in here. I'm the kind of person, I have a desk and I spread everything out. And one thing I noticed I want is, before I put everything back and forget where it goes, is that they've got these other straps here. And I've got an Israeli bandage and some other things that I've ordered that I'm going to see if it fits in there. But I could see how someone who likes to organize would have a field day organizing their pack. But I'm going to put everything back as I go, and then at some point I'm going to reassemble this, and I'll do a follow-up video to show you what I learned after talking with people, and what seemed like for me, this is like an emergency response bag, and so what I end up doing, it will be a follow-up video. But I wanted to show you the pockets and so forth, and just this portion of the bag. I put it all back, and I had to go back and watch the video how to do it, so I guess it's a good thing I'm recording. Let's go to this compartment now. So you can open it up, and one thing I did notice when I opened it up the first time is, and this is just me, once again, the pre-COVID, I was ahead of my time, I was a germphobe, but I just thought it was interesting that, I just wish this was like sealed. But whatever. See, there's the stuff from the bag is getting on there, but that's just me. And so I literally had to take this little knife here and pick out the fleck. And I'm probably going to put it right in a Ziploc bag before I put it back, but that's just me. This is kind of cool how they call these mods. So it's got a whistle, a pen light, a pair of tweezers, a thermometer, and 5 thermometer sheaths. So let's see what else we've got here, y'all. We've got, now this, see, voila. The gloves are packaged. That I like. And there are 2 of them. And let's see, what else do we have here? We've got mini wound closure mod, tools and devices. So it looks like Medi strips. Oh, here we go. 1 pack of wound closure strips and 1 skin glue. I don't know anything about skin glue. I'm going to have to research it. I'm kind of a natural hippy-dippy lady, but I'm not really a dippy, and I'm not really a hippie, but I like a lot of natural medicine. I'm going to show y'all some of the other stuff I've purchased, but interesting. Okay, now let me put all this back. to quell my, oh look, here y'all, this was one of the first ones I ever bought. I'm so embarrassed, it's an Invicta, but I love it. You know, people may hate on Invicta, and I don't buy things from China anymore. It was horrible on my part, but this thing is really super cool, but it is left-handed. Look, the Catechism of Mental Prayer. I'm gonna go through first aid for your soul and first aid for the body, but I have some other ideas, but anyway, just want an ADD moment. Okay, let me put all this back now. Put everything back and we've gone over this middle section. Let's take a look at this section. So it looks like we've got some, what is this, saline solution, I bet is what this is. And then we've got another one of these they call a mod. So this is Super Skin. I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that. I'll have to do some research. And then a space blanket, which is super cool. And is there anything else behind there? No. So let's just keep it all there for my ADD mind. Here's one of those little med deals. It's got all kinds of different, let's see here. Hold on. Okay, in that one little packet, we've got 4 packets of this, 4 packets of this, 2 packets, 2 packets, 2 packets, and 2 packets. So I think, like I said, the last time I took an aspirin, I was probably a teenager. The riskiest I get, y'all, is drinking kombucha. But I'm gonna have to research some of these because I've never even heard of some of this stuff. So, and what it's used for. Pretty neat how they got all these packets in this one little bag. All right, moving on. We've got, I think this is like a cleansing packet of stuff. And then we've got this as well. Okay, so let's kind of take a look at what's in each of those, and then we'll move on to the last part of this pack. You can see how if someone was a camper, they would really like this, the contents of this bag. They put in this one bag. So you've got your triple antibiotic ointment, white petroleum, sunscreen, lip balm. You've got some chamois butter, original anti-chafe cream. This is, I guess, for dental situation, which I like to use clove oil if that ever happens. But if you drink kombucha, you won't have, I've never had. One time, y'all, I was on my way to the dentist I had a situation with a tortilla chip that got lodged in my tooth. And I went to that local health food store and I swished around kombucha in my mouth, and literally within an hour it was gone. I couldn't even open up my mouth. So I'm a big natural medicine person. I have used clove oil in the past, but heck, if you're on a camping trip and you don't have a fresh glass of kombucha available, there are some items. I don't know what these products are, if they're any good or not, but I'm just kind of giving you the breakdown of what's in the bag. Lots of stuff for treatments. Oh, and I missed this one, y'all. Telling y'all, I was on my way to the dentist with that chip that got lodged in my gum. I mean, it was horrible. And I had 1 glass of kombucha and I swished it around, and I couldn't even open my mouth or eat nothing. And since I've done that, drinking kombucha every day or a couple times a week, I've never had another dental problem. That's just me. I'm not a medical professional, but I love me some lemon berry and this wonderful, my friends are telling me that they can't get orange juice at the local grocery store. I'm like, yo, go get yourself some Synergy raw kombucha. It's got all kinds of different, and it's, by the way, it's got living probiotics in there. 9 billion. All right, y'all, I need to finish up because I've got some cats. It's super cold in Texas and they're in the front room, and they often tend to be very entitled, and I think they want their 500th round of food. Oh, I've got to go through this in a second. Well, let's take a look here. We've got different kinds of Band-Aids, it looks like, and it looks like we've got some other sizes of Band-Aids. That's cool. And look at here, we've got another mod. Y'all, I haven't had a mod pizza. I haven't eaten out since the pandemic. I still love me some mod. We have a local place here in town called the Pie Society. Ugh, they make the best pizza, but no pizza for me these days. So anyway, let's take, can you hear them? Okay, so here we go. I've got cats named Dominic, after Saint Dominic, Rose, Ari, and Chaplet, which is a mini rosary, and then there's Sapphire. And Sapphire's kind of the leader of the pack. She's the oldest of the cats, and she likes to eat she thinks I'm her butler. Okay, so this is what we got here in the I'm not gonna open this up, but that's kind of neat. I like their system of the mods. It's cool. So, and then once again, I kind of want to show you how it's set up. So this is a super, I love this bag. It is somewhat, where is it made? Does it say, oh, it's made in China. But you know what? I want to be very honest. Usually things that are made in China that are material, I can smell. I'm very allergic to things, and usually I have an allergic reaction. I could smell whatever it is, the dyes or whatever, and usually what I will do, and I probably will do this, I don't know, is I will wash things. As soon as I get a bag, I wash it. So, but I don't smell anything, and I haven't had any allergic reactions, so I find that good. Okay, let's take a look at what's in here. All right, 1, and then 4 of these, and then it looks like 4 of these as well. So that's the end of our MyMedic.com, and I just appreciate you watching my video. That's all I've got for you. I wanted to show y'all all the stuff. I tried to zip that thing up, and I didn't want to damage anything. I was having a hard time zipping it all back up, and I said, just take everything out and show your viewers everything that fit in this one bag, which is actually quite frankly amazing. So here we go. Isn't this amazing? It's a lot of stuff. And I'm gonna combine the 2 bags with the other stuff that I've purchased so that I'm not struggling to open and close it. So anyway, I just wanted to show you all the items that fit in this MyMedic bag. And here it is empty. All right, now let me show you a couple of other items I've purchased. I could not be fancy-dancy, y'all, and stick it all in one Ziploc bag, and my ADD would not kick in. I would be like, yo, open up the bag and drop it on the ground and find what you need quicker. So it's going to be fun, actually, to organize the stuff into this
here's
bag.
the aerial view of what you get with the North American Rescue Kit. And so as you can see, you've got, I mean, this is a great company. So anyway, I did it with the other one. I thought it was only fair to show. Let's see where this one's made. Does it say? Made in Germany. There you go.
Went to my local health food store and I said, hey, I'm into first aid for natural disasters or otherwise. What kind of items would be good for first aid? This is one of the first ones. I think this was like $9, and the amount of different situations that you could treat with this stuff apparently is panoramic. And I've never used the stuff, but I was pretty convinced where I dropped down my dollar bills. This stuff I love. I've used it. I'm highly allergic to spiders, and living in an old house, I tend to get these jumping spiders, and I'm just allergic to, even the webs. And so quite frankly, my house is, I'm like, say hello to my little friend, the Bissell, whenever I see, it's spider-free zone, but these things have worked great. And then this Arnica pack, it had both the topical as well as something you could take internally. And Arnica is good for not only pain. I remember a friend of mine, I think it was my dog that died or hers, I don't remember, but she says, yeah, go get some Arnica pills. It will help with your heartbreak. And this stuff is the boom dig. I had a neck ache from working on the computer so much. It's also some Arnica. So anyway, I'm putting all my stuff in Ziploc bags, and it's for emergencies and so forth. And so let me show you a couple of other things. You know what? We're going to stop the video here, and I'm going to make a part 2 when some other items come in. But once again, there is the bag from MyMedic.com, North American Rescue, the internals from MyMedic.com, and the 2 items I just showed you. And I'll show you some other items I've purchased recently. Isn't this cool? Look, check it out, y'all. This is the back side from some beadboard from another part of my house, and that is old school hemp. Now let me show you what it looks like when I close it. Check this out. Isn't that gorgeous? Isn't that just gorgeous? This is old school longleaf pine. You can't even get this stuff anymore. This is why we need to preserve historic houses. Isn't that just gorgeous? So anyway, this is my little kitchen pantry. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? The detail that the gentleman did to clean that up. And this, look, it used to be an old potbelly stove there, y'all. So anyway, thanks for watching my video, and I'm going to give you an update when I get my new products in and when I make my medical bag. But hey, y'all, novices and advanced alike, feel free to comment, or please comment. And hey, there's nothing, no time is wasted learning how to save a life. Just saying. This is the Quarantine Catholic, and thank you for watching.